This tip completely changed my golf swing. Now, this is what one of my students told me after a period of about 5 to 6 weeks. Now in golf, I don't think there's ever a quick fix. I'm going to say that to you right now, but if you follow this process and what I'm talking about today, you're going to learn to get that club into that slot so much better in that downswing. And this is something I need you to do with your irons and with your driver. Now, what are we talking about here, and how can this give us some much better chance of swinging that golf club much better into impact? So what I want you to do, let's grab our 7 iron to start with and grab an alignment stick and have a look at these. They've arrived. Do you know what? I don't really want to hit many shots with them because of how pure they actually look. I know they're going to get a few marks of where balls have hit them. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to place an alignment stick in the ground, okay? Then just grab your golf ball. I'm going to use the one that I just popped on my tee peg. All I want you to do is place it sort of just outside. Now, what I want you to do now with the alignment stick is just pull it so it works on a bit more of an angle. So you can really see here, this alignment stick is on a bit of an angle, okay? This is what I want you to call, and this is what John did when we were sort of talking through this drill. It's a very extreme drill, but what it does is it really gives you that feeling of up and driving this elbow in, and that is why you have that ability to really improve, because you're allowing yourself to actually feel that difference, whereas many people can't feel that difference and don't have a guide to work on that difference at home. Like, I'm sure you've all had countless lessons working on this, but it's not quite giving you what you want. And that's just time. You need to keep practicing. But it's having something when you go away from your lesson with this today, you can actually improve with this. You can take this and improve. Okay, so address your golf ball. Just use your 7 iron to begin with. You're going to address it, you're going to swing so the club head works outside it. Then you're going to work it up, and then we're going to work the club head inside it and hook it on. Okay, so this really gives you that feeling of, I'm going to play a slow-mo over this now, and you're going to really see the directional change of me working this club head in, not working this club head out and over the top. So it's up, shallow, drive the elbow in front, hook it on. Now, the important point, if you come to the front of me here, why you're hooking it on is the fact that I'm allowing that club to shallow and that face to strengthen. If I just simply work that club sort of in here, I couldn't hook it on. If I did this and work my golf glove to target, look how now I can hook my club on. Now, the reason I'm basically getting you to do this with an iron, I don't want you to get any sky marks on your driver with the alignment stick. They can be an absolute pain, those alignment sticks, right? So we now know the theory. Let's leave that there, and now we're going to go into how do you take this to the golf course. So let's just talk about this in a little bit more detail here on what we're trying to do. It is a massive overemphasis in order to get a feeling to take this to the golf course. And just for 30 seconds here, I know I don't do this much, but I think it's really important because when me and John were talking about this in a lesson, we did go into a little bit of detail, but we then summarized it with this simple analogy, which we'll share with you right at the end. And that is why you went to me, Alex, it really did change my swing getting this to work. Okay, so what I want you to do here is nice and simple. Really understand that we're working the club out, up, in, and you get that feeling of this working. This is exactly what we're looking to do. So taking this to the golf course now, we're going to pick up our driver, because if we're all absolutely super honest with ourselves, we could deal with being a little bit out to in with an iron. We're not too bothered. We can probably get away with it up to like 7 iron. But what we all really want is that ability to hit this driver nicely, yeah? That ability to, as one of the members just told us here at Pamure, maybe don't listen to this video actually, maybe join Pam Muir, because apparently there's only one hole on the golf course where you can slice it. That is the 7th, that is this one right here. The rest of them, it really makes you draw the golf ball, and a lot of the members do draw the ball. So, how to take this to the golf course? 101, let's get into it. So the analogy that we used was tip the water behind you. Now, what we meant by this is we're imagining we've got a bottle of water. We don't have to imagine it, but on the golf course we imagine this, because we couldn't actually hit a shot with this. Standing over the ball here, watch the move that I'm making. So I'm allowing my right elbow to drive in front and roll the bottle to the ground, okay? So this is that feeling of boof. So out, drive in, tip the water behind you, okay? And I think that's a great simple way of thinking about this, because if you stood here, you can clearly see that you couldn't squeeze this water over this way if you were doing this. And if you're doing this, you couldn't squeeze the water over this way. Something I just want to add here, with this water bottle, you can really get that view of where this club is going to travel from, not travel out over this way. Simple, effective, easy. Take it to the golf course, you get an opportunity like this where you can really start to hone your game in. You don't worry too much about that slice. So when you're on the golf course, taking it to the course, I'm exactly thinking the same thing here. Up, water behind us, bottle to the ground. Water behind us, bottle to the ground, and I can prepare everything to be in that last parallel position just here to go nice and smooth, nice and free flowing to that finish. Let's smash this one away. Simple thoughts, simple feelings allow you to get that club working in. Honestly, please do go and exaggerate it, because that gives you something to take to the golf course. Squeeze the bottle, throw the water behind you. Simple analogy that John used to change his golf game. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please do hit the thumbs up button. It helps me, it really helps the channel grow. I need all the support I can get, so thank you so much for watching.